Hello everyone out there. Today I'm here to express and to show the solidarity with our African American community, brother and sister who have been actually protesting out there against the injustice, against the tragedy that happened last week in Minneapolis, Minnesota with George Floyd. We all know the George Floyd right now. George Floyd is an international name right now, and George Floyd is the person who was killed by a bad police officer in Minneapolis, Minnesota last week. And the killing, the murder, the video we watch, this is absolutely unacceptable. This is absolutely horrible to think. No one should defend, or even to think this kind of death. And this is absolutely disgusting. This is inhuman. This is completely injustice. And and right now, what I think is that George Floyd is not a person anymore. It's not an individual anymore. He's an institution right now. And he's the institution right now, not only in the US, he's the institution right now in global context. And he is the person. He was the person, and right now he is the institution against the injustice, against the racism, against the extremism, against the this terrible tragedy. And I strongly agree with the anger and with the sufferance that our African American community brother and sister been going through. I strongly, I have a strong feeling about that outrage. And as a person of color, as a person of minority who have been living in the US, I I kind of stand with the protest. I stand with the protest. I stand with the purpose of the protest. That we all want justice in the country. We all want the country should serve justice. No racial segregation is going to be accepted. And for that, keeping that in mind, I'd just like to make a point that we have to understand one thing. There are a lot of good cops out there. They have been working days in and days out. They have been working relentlessly. They have been working so passionately to keep us safe, to keep our communities safe. And we should be also we should be the person also admiring those folks for their efforts, for their work ethics. At the same time, we have to understand, we have to think that there are a lot of bad cops out there. There are many bad cops with bad intention, with bad motives, who are against specific race, specific target group. So I think our fight, our protest, should be against them, should be against the injustice, should be against the this racial entire racial institutionalized practice, right? And this segregation. So we have not only condemning, we should stand with that protest. However, there are certain activities going on in the protest. Definitely, we should condemn as well. Like for instance, there's some, not all of them. There are a very minor group from the protest. They have been, vandalizing. They have been destroying the cities. They have been, looting the properties, and that is not acceptable either. We don't want that. Our protests should be, in a frequent manner, in an acceptable manner. And I understand there are a lot of people, giving logic that there is no social contract anymore. There's no rules and regulation. We don't care anymore. I understand. This is from anger, right? But still, as a protester, I think we have to be very strategic. We should not be emotional. And that's what my request to all of the protesters out there. Please protest against this injustice, against this racism, against this this institutionalized practice, and I appreciate what you have been doing. This is just awesome, great job. But at the same time, please, we should be careful to control our emotion. Will not be destroying the people's property, or destroying the city, because this city is actually later on we need to have to build again, and that's what my request is. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for listening.